All of the windows of the roastery are boarded up. There's some people outside questioning what's going on, and signs also posted at the front. The sign on the front reads, "With heavy hearts, we announce the closure of the Seattle Reserve Roastery. Thank you for making us a part of your life." I mean, this roastery is a very popular Starbucks for locals and tourists. It's often packed full of customers. This location was actually one of 6 Reserve Roasteries in the world. It comes as Starbucks announced they're closing more stores and 900 jobs, cutting 900 jobs nationwide. This was just announced overnight. We've reached out to Starbucks to find out how many stores and employees here in Washington will be impacted during all of this. And also, this week, union baristas have been pushing for better hours and higher pay. Contract negotiations took place on Monday, and Starbucks workers were outside this location in Seattle protesting, asking for better pay and better hours overall. Now, back out here at the Reserve here in Capitol Hill, we don't know why this location specifically was chosen. We also are still working to figure out how many employees this will impact, so we'll keep you posted. We're still working to get that information this morning.
Starbucks Reserve is permanently closed in the Capitol Hill location. Mind you, this is 1 out of 6 in the whole entire world. And this came out of nowhere over last night. That's how they're trying to spin it. But actually, there's a lot of workers here who said that they stopped having talks with them about the union contracts and all that like weeks ago. So this wasn't a surprise to anybody. But look how it looks like, guys. It's crazy because despite being overpriced coffee, just the amount of people who are losing their jobs out of nowhere is insane. 900 locations nationwide. But to the people who are still visiting Seattle and want to support local Capitol Hill coffee shops, here's a couple that you guys should go to. Victrola, Faye, Bonito, Real Fine, Oddfellows Cafe, Ghost Note, and the newest addition to our neighborhood is Sugar Bakery. Make sure you check these locations out because these are local. And yeah, man, so what do you guys think about this? Let me know.
So people have already started bringing out replacement for Starbucks, right? Oh my goodness. Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by. So all credit goes to the creators in these videos, guys. Starbucks has announced that it will close hundreds of its coffee shops in North America and some parts of Europe, and the company also plans to cut about 900 jobs, guys, jobs in offices and corporate roles. And they are saying that this closure is not just random, that they are shutting down stores that are underperforming or where the physical environment no longer meets the customers' expectations. In other news, if you have decided to start brewing your coffee inside your house and you no longer buy at Starbucks, the environment is no longer favoring them. And the main reason why they are closing some of these, locations is that underperformance, weak performance. They say fewer people are buying Starbucks, especially the more expensive drinks that they have, especially in the United States. And at the same time, they're saying that the costs are high. So by closing some of the stores, Starbucks hopes to save money, and they want to focus more on the locations that are doing well. Okay, so it's not that they're entirely going out of business, right? It's just a form of, how do I put it now, restructuring. Exactly. Look at it as a form of restructuring. So it means that they are reducing their store numbers just a little bit, and they are also investing more in the stores that remain open. So they just want to direct all their energy on those ones that are performing, and they want to close down the ones that are not performing. So my question is that those ones that are not performing, that you want to close down, the people that work there, are you going to move them all to the stores that are performing, or you just have a lot of people that are going to lose their jobs, right? A lot of people with families. Let's see what these other creators have to say, and I'll see you soon.
Starbucks just announced a $1 billion restructuring plan that is going to cause about 1% of stores to close, and this is what you need to know about it. This is all now public on the Starbucks website with a message by CEO Brian Nichols, and I'm going to show you some screenshots of some of the things that Brian Nichols said, so feel free to pause the video at any point to read those messages. But to sum it up, Starbucks is set to close certain locations, and partners in those affected stores that are closing should know by the end of this week if their store is one that is closing. And Brian Nichols goes on to say that they are going to be looking to put these partners into stores that are in the surrounding area. And it also goes on to say that if there is not enough readily available positions, that then these partners would be offered severance packages. Nichols also goes on to say that about 900 positions that are more on the corporate side of things are also going to be eliminated. So I guess we will see what happens. This is pretty big news, so I really want to know what you guys have to say about it.
Starbucks just filing an 8K that says its board has approved a restructuring plan that will involve the closure of coffee houses and further transformation of the company's support organization as part of its Back to Starbucks strategy under CEO Brian Nichols. The company expects that a majority of store closures are going to be completed by the end of the fiscal year and estimates that it will incur approximately $1 billion related to the store closures, support organization transformation, and other restructuring activities. About 90% of those expenses are going to be attributable to the North America business. So overall, company-operated stores in North America will decline by about 1% in fiscal year 2025 after accounting for both openings and closures. The company further expects a significant portion of these charges, again, will be incurred in fiscal 2025. A reminder here, Back to Starbucks strategy, this filing says focuses on revitalizing the coffee houses and enhancing the customer experience. The filing also says the company assessed its existing store portfolio with respect to both whether its coffee houses had a viable path to offering the physical environment that they feel is consistent with the brand and a clear path to financial performance. It's going to close those coffee houses that do not meet the criteria. The company is also working to build a stronger and more resilient Starbucks, it says, and prioritizes investment closer to the coffee house and the customer and further restructuring its support organization.
I actually saw some videos where some people actually said that, okay, Starbucks coffees are overpriced, right? And in their opinion, they would rather do their coffee at home than go and buy overpriced coffees that they are not seeing value for, something in that manner. And now that the company has set aside $1 billion for a turnaround project, because their goal is to make sure that, customer experience is better, they want to strengthen the brand, which means when you go to order your coffee, you'll be having shorter wait times. You'll be having improved, store design, aesthetically pleasing, venue or an aesthetically pleasing store. And they seem to want to focus on what customers really enjoy, right? So some of the iconic stores are going to be closed, including that famous Starbucks Reserve Roastery in Seattle, Capitol Hill. And guys, this their decision shocked a lot of customers because many people did not even see it coming. But they are insisting that it's part of their plan to focus on the future. According to them, they don't want to hold on to the past. So they plan to adapt to changing times, right? They are like, the coffee culture is shifting and they just want to keep up with the trend because according to them, by cutting this cost, by focusing on the quality, the brand hopes to win back customers and grow again, right? But in some people's defense, they are saying that they'll rather do their coffee at home, that there is nothing Starbucks wants to offer them, and it is just too expensive for them to go and spend their dollars on just ordinary coffee. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do you think this whole restructuring and rebranding and new face and all of that, do you think it's gonna have any impact on what they are producing? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let's keep watching.
Breaking: Starbucks is closing stores left and right and laying off hundreds of workers, all so that their executives can get massive $6 million bonuses this year. As you're already aware, Starbucks has been struggling majorly as customers have abandoned it in droves. Starbucks brought in a new executive from Chipotle to turn things around, and so far he's failed to boost sales. So since they can't boost sales, they're now focusing on cutting costs. And a few months ago, Starbucks executives got together with the board and they said that all of the top executives would get a $6 million bonus if they cut costs beyond a certain amount this year. And so once they got these massive $6 million bonuses approved in July, it was only a matter of time before the big cost cutting started. And so here we are. Hundreds of stores and workers will all be slashed. And it's all because Starbucks greedy executives want their big bonuses and that they couldn't figure out how to boost sales by lowering prices. Starbucks for closing stores and laying off people left and right simply because you could not boost your sales by coming up with a better strategy.
As you go into work today, just know that Starbucks is closing underperforming stores all around North America and cutting about 1,000 jobs. And so look out if you are at an underperforming Starbucks. I'm sure you know who you are if you're underperforming. Put those applications in for those other locations and those new companies, and get yourself, I know they got the 401ks at the Starbucks. I don't know. I mean, you might find yourself at maybe like a Chick-fil-A or something, but who knows? But be aware.
Guys, as part of this restructuring, 900 jobs will be lost. And many of these jobs are not just barista jobs, they are corporate jobs, they are offices roles, right? And the impact is large. Losing so many skilled employees will definitely reduce Starbucks' ability to operate smoothly. And it might also, tarnish the company's reputation as a good employer. And the company, in their defense, they are trying to adapt to changing times, because when people hear that Starbucks is closing stores, right, they might think that maybe the company is failing, maybe they are going bankrupt or something, right? But that's not the full story. They are saying that their closures are selective, right? And they are shutting down some shops, but they will continue to open new ones. But overall, the total number of stores will drop only slightly, right? And it looks like this move is really about efficiency, because Starbucks seems like they want to stop losing money in places where the business is weak, but they want to direct their focus and their energy into successful locations, guys. And they say that their union status does not affect which stores were chosen and all of that. But my point is that 900 job cuts shows another side of this impact, because why Starbucks is saying that, oh, they are trying to save money, right? Hundreds of workers are left without jobs, and this just adds to the number of unemployed people in certain cities. Okay, this leaves families that will struggle to pay bills. And guys, this is just the bigger picture. Let me know what you think in the comment section, because for the company, they are saying that all these changes will, rebuild the image, the reputation of Starbucks and secure its place in the coffee industry. But what about the families and the people that will be left without a paycheck at the end of the month? Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts about this. Let me know what you think. I really want to hear from you. And if you have found value in this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll definitely see you in my next video. Please stay safe. Mental health is important. Ciao.